The galaxy was vast and teeming with life, each planet home to unique civilizations and untold stories. Earth had become a prominent player in the interstellar community, its people exploring and interacting with various alien species. Among the many human soldiers who served in the Galactic Alliance, Captain Mark Lawson stood out for his bravery and strategic acumen. Mark had seen countless battles and forged unlikely alliances. Yet nothing could have prepared him for the strange twist his life was about to take. It all began during a routine mission to the distant planet of Xylaria. The mission was straightforward: provide security for a diplomatic envoy negotiating trade agreements with the Xylarians, a highly advanced and wealthy race known for their opulent cities and intricate technologies. The Xylarians, humanoid with iridescent skin and a natural grace, were respected throughout the galaxy. Among them, one name stood out: Lord Zavros, a powerful and influential figure. Lord Zavros was known for his vast wealth, strategic mind, and a reputation that commanded both fear and respect. During the negotiations, a violent coup erupted within Xylaria. Rebel factions, opposed to Zavros's policies, launched a surprise attack on the capital. Chaos ensued, and the diplomatic mission turned into a desperate fight for survival. In the midst of the conflict, Mark's unit was separated, and he found himself protecting Lord Zavros and his entourage. Despite the dire circumstances, Mark's training and instincts kicked in. He led the group through the labyrinthine streets of the Xylarian capital, fending off attacks and ensuring their safety. Lord Zavros, though wounded, was impressed by Mark's valor and strategic prowess. Together, they managed to reach a secure location where they could regroup and plan their next move. In the days that followed, Mark and Zavros forged an unlikely bond. The human soldier's dedication and bravery resonated with the Xylarians, and Zavros began to see him as more than just an ally. He saw in Mark a potential successor, someone who could carry forward his legacy in the event of his demise. The Xylarians respected strength and honor, and Mark embodied both. As the conflict raged on, Mark received devastating news. Lord Zavros had been fatally wounded in a final assault by the rebels. With his last breath, Zavros named Mark as his heir, a decision that shocked both Xylarian and Galactic Alliance officials. Along with his vast fortune, Zavros bequeathed to Mark his estates, his businesses, and his most prized possession, his beautiful and enigmatic wife, Lady Lysara. Lady Lysara was a Xylarian of unparalleled beauty, with eyes that shimmered like stars and a presence that captivated all who met her. She was not just a figure of grace and elegance. She was also deeply intelligent and resourceful. As the wife of one of the most powerful men on Xylaria, she had navigated the treacherous waters of politics and intrigue with skill. Mark was overwhelmed by the sudden inheritance. He had never aspired to wealth or power. His life had been dedicated to duty and service. Now he found himself thrust into a world of opulence and complexity. The Galactic Alliance recognized the legitimacy of Zavros's will, and Mark was formally invested with his new title and responsibilities. But with the inheritance came challenges. Zavros's enemies, both within Xylaria and beyond, saw Mark as an interloper and a threat. They questioned his right to Zavros's legacy and sought to undermine him at every turn. Mark also had to navigate his relationship with Lady Lysara, who was bound to him by the terms of Zavros's will, but was an independent and formidable individual in her own right. Chapter 2: Intrigue and Alliances. Adjusting to his new role as Lord of Xylaria, Mark found himself facing a complex web. Through these trials, Mark and Lysara grew closer. Their partnership evolved from one of necessity to a genuine bond of trust and affection. Lysara admired Mark's courage and integrity, while Mark was captivated by her wisdom and resilience. Despite the circumstances that had brought them together, they found solace and strength in each other. Chapter 3: The Hidden Threat. With Lord Raxor's influence diminished, and the nobles of Xylaria largely united under his leadership, Mark could finally turn his attention to rebuilding and strengthening his new domain. However, peace was fleeting, and a new threat soon emerged, one far more insidious and dangerous than Raxor's overt rebellion. Deep within the heart of Xylaria's vast and complex society lay hidden factions with their own agendas. These groups, driven by ancient rivalries, personal vendettas, and insatiable greed, operated in the shadows. They were skilled in espionage, sabotage, and manipulation, making them difficult to identify and even harder to confront. Mark's first indication of this hidden threat came through a series of mysterious incidents. Key facilities experienced inexplicable malfunctions, critical resources went missing, and confidential information was leaked to hostile parties. These incidents, though seemingly unrelated, hinted at a coordinated effort to destabilize his rule. Lady Lysara, with her extensive knowledge of Xylarian politics, suspected the involvement of the Black Veil, a secretive and powerful faction known for their cunning and ruthlessness. The Black Veil operated in the shadows, influencing events from behind the scenes and eliminating any who opposed them. To combat this new threat, Mark and Lysara needed more than just military might. They required intelligence, subterfuge, and a network of loyal informants. Lysara reached out to her contacts within the Xylarian elite, enlisting the aid of those who had reason to oppose the Black Veil. She also deployed her own agents to gather information and uncover the faction's hidden operations. Mark, meanwhile, focused on tightening security and rooting out the Black Veil's infiltrators. He implemented rigorous background checks, increased surveillance, and conducted surprise inspections. His efforts paid off when one of his agents intercepted a coded message revealing the location of a Black Veil safe house. Acting on this intelligence, Mark and Lysara led a covert strike team to the safe house. The operation was swift and precise, resulting in the capture of several Black Veil operatives. Interrogations revealed valuable information about the faction's structure, methods, and goals. It became clear that the Black Veil sought not only to undermine Mark's rule, but also to seize control of Xylaria's most advanced technologies for their own purposes. With this newfound knowledge, Mark and Lysara devised a strategy to dismantle the Black Veil from within. They planted false information to mislead the faction, set traps to capture key operatives, and launched targeted raids on their hidden bases. Each victory brought them closer to unraveling the Black Veil's intricate web of influence. However, the Black Veil was not without its own resources and strategies. They retaliated with a series of calculated attacks, targeting Mark's allies and causing widespread chaos. The faction's leader, a shadowy figure known only as the Veiled Master, orchestrated these assaults with chilling precision. The Veiled Master, a master of disguise and manipulation, remained elusive. Mark and Lysara knew that to truly defeat the Black Veil, they needed to identify and neutralize its enigmatic leader. Their investigation led them to the heart of Xylaria's underworld, where they uncovered clues pointing to the Veiled Master's true identity. In a daring and dangerous move, Mark and Lysara infiltrated one of the Black Veil's most secure strongholds. Disguised and using false identities, they navigated the treacherous terrain of the faction's inner sanctum. Their mission was to gather concrete evidence of the Veiled Master's identity and plans. The operation was fraught with peril, but their combined skills and unwavering determination saw them through. They uncovered documents and recordings that exposed the Veiled Master as none other than Lord Valter, a high-ranking noble who had long been suspected of harboring ambitions for greater power. With this evidence, Mark and Lysara confronted Valtor during a council meeting. The revelation shocked the gathered nobles and stripped Valter of his power and influence. The remaining members of the Black Veil, leaderless and disorganized, were swiftly hunted down and neutralized. The defeat of the Black Veil was a significant victory, but it came at a cost. The struggle had taken its toll on Mark and Lysara, testing their resolve and pushing them to their limits. Yet, through it all, their bond had only grown stronger. They had faced darkness together and emerged victorious, their partnership unshakable. Chapter 4: A New Dawn. With the threat of the Black Veil eliminated and stability restored, Mark and Lysara could finally focus on rebuilding and uniting Xylaria. The scars of conflict were still fresh, but there was a renewed sense of hope and determination among the people. Under Mark's leadership and Lysara's guidance, Xylaria began to heal and thrive. Mark introduced reforms aimed at strengthening the economy, enhancing security, and promoting social welfare. He invested in education, healthcare, and infrastructure, ensuring that the benefits of prosperity reached all citizens. His efforts were met with widespread support, and his reputation as a fair and just leader grew. Lysara, meanwhile, continued to play a crucial role in diplomacy and governance. Her insights and strategies helped navigate complex political landscapes, forge new alliances, and resolve disputes. She also championed cultural initiatives, celebrating Xylarian heritage and fostering a sense of unity and pride among the populace. As they worked side by side, Mark and Lysara's relationship deepened. What had begun as a partnership of necessity had blossomed into a genuine and profound love. They complemented each other in every way, their strengths and weaknesses balancing perfectly. Together, they were a formidable force, leading Xylaria into a new era of peace and prosperity. The Galactic Alliance took note of Xylaria's transformation. Mark's leadership and the stability he brought to the region earned him respect and admiration from other member planets. Xylaria became a key player in interstellar politics, contributing to trade, defense, and scientific advancements. In recognition of their contributions, the Alliance awarded Mark and Lysara with the highest honors. They were invited to participate in high-level discussions and decision-making processes, their voices carrying weight and influence. Through their efforts, Xylaria became a beacon of hope and progress in the galaxy. Years passed, and Mark and Lysara's legacy grew. They raised a family, their children embodying the best of both human and Xylarian qualities. Their story became a symbol of unity, resilience, and the power of love to overcome even the greatest challenges. In the twilight of their lives, Mark and Lysara looked out over the thriving city of Xylaria's capital, reflecting on their journey. They had faced unimaginable trials and emerged stronger, their bond unbreakable. Together, they had built a future where humans and Xylarians lived in harmony, their shared legacy a testament to the strength of their partnership. As the sun set over the horizon, casting a golden glow over the city, Mark and Lysara knew that their story would be remembered for generations to come. They had inherited a fortune, not just of wealth and power, but of love, unity, and hope. And in each other's arms, they found the greatest treasure of all,